How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Unsigned Pop Punk Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski. With me is my co-host, Brett. And today, y'all, we hopping over to the West Coast, y'all. I mean, like figuratively, like not physically, because we're still here, but figuratively, we are in Los Angeles, California, with Travis Riker. Travis,
What up? What up?
welcome
It's
to the
cracking,
What's going
show.
on,
Bob.
guys? What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Hell yeah.
Welcome aboard
It's
the
just
ship, the ship of fools.
the Black Pearl, actually.
Ah,
The
yes.
the Black Pearl.
Oh
Dude,
man.
I love it. What so super off topic right out the gate, but so
Right out the gate.
I play Fortnite with my son all the time.
Cool.
He's 12 years old, and his favorite thing to do is he has the Jack Sparrow running like
Oh,
emote.
dude.
And so
The
he likes
best.
to just like make his guy always run. And it's really funny if you're like Godzilla doing that run.
Can't even
It's
imagine what that even looks like, actually. It's like the drunk, like you 8 beers deep run.
Right.
it's it's good. It's always funny.
That's sick. That's sick.
Like my main character that I use is I have James Hetfield, you know, a little Metallica guy.
Of course, of course.
And
Metallica's in Fortnite now?
oh yeah. They've been in
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Fortnite for like a
man.
year now. It's
No
so
kidding.
good. I have all of them. I've got all
I'm
of
sure
them.
you do.
I did. I bought the whole pack.
Who do they
But
have as the bass player? Like, who's the bassist in this one? Is it
it's
Rob?
Rob. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Rob. Yeah, yeah. But I always love to make him do the dances, and it looks really funny watching James Hetfield do those dances.
Oh God.
I think he could do them in real life.
I'm sure you could. That wouldn't even surprise me at all.
No, me either. All right, let's talk about some tunage.
Let's
Uh,
do it.
you released your latest single, "Crash Landing,"
I
in
did.
June.
I
Tell us a bit
did.
about the song. And
Yeah, of
how's the
course. I
response
could.
been?
It's been good. It's been really, really fun. We made a super cool visual music video for the song, and got a lot of good, positive feedback on that. The song had some moments on TikTok where it did pretty good, and
Hmm.
honestly, like the whole concept behind that song was I've always grown up loving space and aliens and all that shit, as does most pop punk people, I feel like now.
Nowadays,
um
especially.
Nowadays, but like I genuinely had like a found like a an interest in space, and I wanted to do
Dude,
like a
love
fun
it.
song about UFOs and aliens, like serious kind of lyrics, but also just like fun and catchy. And we created that song about I wrote that song maybe 4 or 5 months ago with my writing team based in Nashville, and we came up with like a fun lyric progression for that, and put that song together. And I just dropped that in June. Feels like I dropped it a month ago, but it's been a few months now. And yeah, I just wanted to put a cool visual behind the project, and we dropped that one, and it's been great. I love that song, but I'm just super excited on all the stuff we have moving forward. It's the best stuff I've ever put out is coming. So
Oh,
I'm
boy.
stoked. Like I'm stoked to talk about the single that's going to drop in a few weeks. We'll talk about that in a sec when you guys get to it. But is it pretty free? I'll just say it. I'm
I
doing
mean,
I'm
I
doing a
think
song with a
that's part of the next question anyway.
yeah.
So
Yep.
So like I'm always moving forward. Like what can I do? How can I make a song that's better than the last one?
yeah,
And just like keep progressing and pushing it forward. So I got fortunate enough to get into contact with a very good friend of mine, in a band that I've always looked up to, a band called Waster, WSTR,
oh yeah, love Waster.
based out of the UK, and I'm doing a song. They're dropping in 3 weeks. It's a single called Cheat Code featuring Waster. So Waster is going to be on that song.
Very exciting.
Very nice.
It's such a fun song. The lyrics are so fun. It's as catchy as you could possibly make a song, and production's great on it. And it's just it basically is solidifies what you think of a summer pop punk song. It's like literally that, and I'm so stoked. I think it's going to change a lot of things for me, and I'm really happy the way it came together. I'm just stoked to show you guys and for you guys to hear it. So
Hell
Awesome.
yeah.
yeah,
No,
it's going to be sick.
the, Waster's awesome. So good. Like
So talented. Sammy is just an incredible lyricist, and he knows what he's doing. I love his voice. He has such a unique voice, and I was like, you know what? A dream project of mine would be something in that ballpark of working with a band overseas or someone that has had an establishment in the pop punk scene. And somehow my bassist knew Sammy from like years ago at Warped Tour. and all these things, and reached out to him and was like, "Hey, look, Sammy, would you be interested in doing a song with this guy I'm working with, Travis? He's like an up and coming pop punk kid from California." And he's like, "Fuck yeah, send me some instrumentals, send me whatever you guys want to do," and we put it together, and it's fucking sick. That's all I gotta say. I haven't, not in a biased, egotistical way. I just haven't heard anything like with this kind of vibe in a long time. Paradox is putting out some sick music. I love those boys. Shout
Yeah.
out to Eric. He's a good friend of mine. The whole team, they're doing it the right way, and I think this song competes with like pretty much everything out there, if not better. So,
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's fucking
Love it.
sick. Yeah, you guys are gonna dig it. Yeah, so that's in the works, and then I'm dropping a song. I'll just give you the whole spiel of what's going on for the rest of the year.
Yeah, let's
Leading
go.
up to Orlando, because I play the last leg of Warped Tour in Orlando.
You
In
do.
November.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked on that. But I'm dropping a song, a minute and a half song, a short Halloween song on Halloween.
Ooh,
Very nice.
We were just
Yes.
we
We
were
were just talking about something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. It's a really fun song, super catchy, like just fast, super like punchy on the drum. It's just awesome. It's another one. I tracked that actually a few days ago, so we're gonna drop that like the week of Halloween, actually on Halloween, but we're gonna promo it a week before, and then we're gonna do one more song the week of Warped Tour. So we're gonna have like a 3-song little EP leading up to that.
Nice.
So
Hell
tons
yeah.
of music, tons of music. So stoked about it.
Killer, man.
Yeah, man. But if you guys have any questions, I mean, it's also the one so funny. I don't know if you know the band Rome.
Rome?
Rome, Roam. They were a
Yep.
band from the UK.
Mhm.
Great Heights and Nosedives. They worked with Kyle Black on that album in like 2017. But they're a sick pop punk band. The singer from Rome helped me write the song Killer. It's called Killer on the Loose. That's the name of the Halloween song. So
Cool.
he helped
Yeah,
write that one for me. Sick.
that's
You
sick.
guys are gonna dig it. It's so catchy. These songs are just like
Yeah, they're
instantly you hear them once, you're like, fuck, it's stuck in my head. So
like the UK continues to
yeah,
put out an insane amount of great like
it's
pop punk
incredible.
music.
It's
Um,
incredible.
but especially like during the time, like like there was a bunch of them that came out all at the same time, it was like Waster, Rome, Neck Deep,
Yep.
um,
Yep. Yep.
and like they're all like they're so good. There's one other that I for some reason I just it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of them. I really, really fucking liked them, and then they like kind of completely changed their sound, which like from
Yeah, a lot of bands, no shade and no hate on people that do that. And I have noticed that a lot of these bands are just trying to follow what's popular and what's
yeah,
trendy and what can like to me, I'll never do that. I'm strictly just a pop punk dude. And maybe I'll
just
add in heavier elements and stuff to like spice a little some things up just to try different things, but I'll never be the type of artist that's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna pivot and do a completely different genre because for me it's like I'm building this to create and build an awesome fan base and just to keep going. And I don't want to like catch my fans off guard and drop projects that have nothing to do with why they followed me or wanted to be a part of it. And like I grew up surfing and skating my whole life. Like this is the type of music I gravitate to the most. It's the type of music I listen to every single day. And it's like this is the only type of music I want to be creating anyway. So I truly can't see myself genre blending and trying a million different things and going out of my comfort zone to try things just because it's like people are telling me to do it or it's popular or people want to hear it. Like that's never going to be me. So
totally respect that.
yeah,
I feel like I don't know, like I think it's okay to like you know, test the waters and stuff with your
yeah,
music and try
yeah,
different things that, here and there. But like if you're going to completely change your sound, I feel like, okay, then be a completely different band. Change band name or
100%,
like
100%.
be a different band. You know what I mean? I guess that's also just me, but as like, with bands like we've talked about like on the show like Green Day and stuff who changed their sound like a bit a couple
Yeah,
times and stuff,
yeah,
but like nothing so drastic
no,
that they didn't sound
nope,
like Green Day anymore. It's
nope,
like that's fine. Like do that shit. You do you. Try shit out. Do different things. That's cool. But when you go from sounding like let's just say like Neck Deep and then your next album you sound like the Deftones. What the fuck is that?
it's so funny.
I was
That's
gonna say,
like,
which era Deftones?
yeah,
I feel like Deftones are a band that
yeah,
have done that throughout their career,
so
right? Like
quicksand.
they completely
But they also
shifted.
still sound
Yeah,
like the Deftones
yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, well, it's
yeah, I
because you got
know,
Chino
I
as
know.
as
Well,
a
yeah.
front man. You're always gonna sound like Deftones with
Yeah.
Chino. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
But that's part of it.
right.
yeah, totally.
So
Um,
you I was gonna say you mentioned a kind of a collection of songs, an EP that you're gonna be
yeah.
popping out. Any chance of like a full length album or anything else you got in the
Oh
works?
yes, 100%. I'm working on something probably that's going to drop early spring of next year. Potentially summer. I'm just putting together a project of like 12 to 14 songs. So we're just sifting through what we want to do, but it's going to be a huge project. It's going to be
Awesome.
the best thing we've ever put together. And that's kind of what all of this is leading up to, is kind of the vibe for what that album's going to feel like. Super fun, super catchy, hooky summer vibes pop punk album, like just straight through full and full pop punk.
You going for like full length though, like like 10, 13
Oh,
songs, something like that?
for
Okay,
sure. I'd say minimum of about 10. That's
nice.
we want
Yeah.
to go a little bit more than that.
Weezer length. Okay, got it.
Weezer Life.
Weezer,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
for the longest time they only did fucking 10 songs. It was always 10 songs.
Right.
And anything that doesn't have 10 songs on a Weezer album is super sus, I feel
Right.
like. Like that album, it's gonna be questionable if it doesn't have 10 songs.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
All right, you also brought this up. Not we're not going to Orlando just yet, but you just played the Long Beach Day to Warp Tour,
I know. I know.
dude.
I know.
Now now you're gonna be playing Orlando in November. How did that first experience uh, impact you as an up and coming artist, being able to play one of the most iconic stages in our scene?
Dude, it was probably the most surreal experience I've ever gone through my entire life. And like just being there and being on the grounds and showing up. Like, dude, I got there at 6:30 in the morning. I was the only artist there setting up their own booth. I showed up and there was nobody there but workers and people setting stuff up and
Yeah,
getting everything prepped and ready.
that's
And I
early,
roll up
dude.
there in my car and I was like, dude, I hope to God I have a spot for my merch tent. And I had like my car loaded to the brim, completely full. And I just dumped stuff out right on the grass and like set up my own thing by myself. I was sweating bullets. Like I was like, dude, this is what it's about. And like I didn't see
Yeah.
any other artists doing that. I was the only one that showed up and did that. They every not that that's just how it is. A lot of artists have their own team that set it up and did it for
Hmm.
them.
Oh yeah.
The artist would show up 5 hours later just to go and play their show. But I was there all day from like the start of the day when it was dark to the end. I left it the next day at like 11:30 p.m. and then I loaded back my car up by myself. Like it was the most DIY shit.
That's
Well,
But
dude,
awesome though.
I'm so
that's
glad I got to do it that way. I think my whole team was pushing, like, dude, if you're gonna fucking do this, you show up and you do it. Like, you're a new artist, no one really knows you. You have to go through the groundworks and go through all the hard parts of being an artist and being at a festival to like really experience what it's about. And dude, after I set it up, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go take 1,000 of the stickers and flyers I made and I walked the lines. I was the only artist again to walk the lines before the gates open. And I got to hand out tons of flyers and talk to all the fans that were lined up ready to enter the festival. Kevin
uh,
Lyman found out about it and he was super happy with me. He's like, that's exactly what this festival's about. And
it's
it was
what it's
awesome.
It is. Yeah.
it's what
Yeah.
it's always been. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
doing a couple of years on Warp Tour, like
Yeah.
doing that day in and day out for 2 months. Like it's like, dude, think of that. Think of
I know.
getting up and you doing that for 2 months. It's so fucking much, but it's like
It's
the best thing in the world.
dude,
It's
I
so
wouldn't have done
awesome.
it. I wouldn't have done it any other way. I look
Yeah.
back on it and like I gained such an amazing experience just being able to like talk to people that didn't know who I was. I would introduce myself, and it wasn't even about me trying to push my music on people or me trying to be like, hey, by the way, I'm playing this show, this and that. And, like, come watch me play. It was just like, hey, how are you? I'm Travis. I'm a new artist here. This is my first time playing Warped Tour, and just talking with them and getting to befriend them, and to me, like it's that goes a long way, especially
Hmm.
for them, because they're like, damn, an artist really came out this early. Most
Yeah.
artists are like think they're above it all to go do things like that, and I literally promised myself every Warped Tour I ever play, even any festival I play moving forward, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go out and talk, no matter how big I get or how successful this project becomes. Like I love going out there and just talking to people and, meeting them and seeing what they're about. Because at the end of
Hmm.
the day, like none of these artists or would be anything without the people that, that follow them and pay attention to what they're doing. To me, that was like one of the highlights of the day, aside from the set. The set went great. It was amazing. More people than I could have ever imagined watched my set. And I was like, holy shit, this is fucking cool. But
Yeah.
like just being able to go around and meet people and be immersed in the scene at Warped Tour changed my life forever. And like I'll never forget it. And I'm gonna continue to do that every Warped Tour I play moving forward. So
Yeah. That
yeah,
that's
it
the
was
way,
sick.
man.
Yep. It was
That's
fucking
the way.
awesome.
I love it. Love to hear
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it went really well. So that festival was great. I broke even on merch sales, so I was pretty stoked. I didn't go in there
Perfect.
Fuck
Hey,
expecting
yeah.
to. I was like, yo, if I sell 3 shirts, I'll be happy. But
right.
the DIY of just like, what's going on? Like meeting people, it really goes a long way. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in it just for, I just love doing this. Like, I don't
But
care if I make $1 million or not, you know?
dude, but the
Yeah,
hustle is
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
fucking fun at like a fest like that because like calling people, yo, come here, hey, come check this out. Like the hustle is fun, man.
Oh,
It's part of the whole experience, and like
100%.
that's what I always love about doing festivals when Unsigned Pop Punk does it, or like just anything I've ever done in the past. It's part of it. You don't sit down. You don't sit down till it's done. It's
Nope,
just it's the
nope,
part of the game.
100%. I was running around all day, just like loading up, bringing stuff backstage, doing this, doing that, walking through the festival grounds while the festival was already going on. Like no one knew who I was really. I mean, I had a
Yeah.
couple of whatever you Travis, but like just like loading in gear, going backstage, going back out all the way to the artist tent, coming back, going stopping by the merch tent. I was like just doing it all day long, sweating and tired before my set even started.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh shit, I need to take it easy and go rest for like a couple hours before I perform because that was the biggest show of my life. And like
Yeah.
I had some credible people come watch and some other bandmates and stuff come watch. And I was just like, let's just do a good job. We've rehearsed, we practiced, we know what we're doing, and let's just have a fun time up there. And by the time I hit the first song after the first verse, I was like, all right, cool. Let's just have fun. I feel comfortable. I know where I'm at. And like I ended up crowd surfing on the last song of the set. And dude, it was Dude, it was unbelievable. I talked about it a little bit before. I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna fucking crowd surf. I've never even crowd surfed. I literally have never. I've been to a million shows. I've never crowd surfed before. I was like, fuck it, dude. I had so much adrenaline on the like towards the end of the set. I threw my mic down on the last chorus and just said, "Everybody, pack it in," and I like just jumped out. And I have like crazy photos of it. I'm trying to find a few for you guys I can have sent over, but literally the epitome of what Warped Tour is about. Like these photos look like they were taken in like 1995. It's so funny.
I was
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
say, I think my first crowd surf ever was Warp Tour during God, who was? I think it was From On to Ashes. Yeah. Oh, look
Nice.
at
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
that.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
That's a
yeah.
killer, man.
great. That's a great shot too.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them. This one's like, dude, I was like swimming through. It was so funny, and like it just, I was like, holy shit, this. It felt like a dream. And then everything ended, and my set was over. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like
Right.
all these highs, and then you're brought back right back to reality. You're like, all right, let's go watch some shows.
Right.
There's another one of me like facing. Hold on, it's another one,
Hell yeah.
That's
but it was
sick.
fucking dope. Yeah, so that was the most insane experience. Funny enough, I got to play cornhole with Kevin Lyman, just me and him for like
Yeah.
30 minutes. And I ended up beating
Really?
him. He was like, that was the best game of cornhole I've ever played, blah, blah, blah. He was like super fun. It was so funny. I was like, me and him backstage, like where the food tents were and stuff. Me and him were
Yeah.
just playing cornhole. And I was like, dude, I'm playing with Kevin Lyman. In my head, I was freaking out, but I was like, all right, Travis, just keep it cool. Just keep it cool. But
Dude, Kevin's a good man. He's a good dude.
he's super amazing, amazing. He's such a
Mhm.
friendly dude. And like what he's
Hmm.
done for the scene is unbelievable. And I'll respect him forever for that. So
Yeah.
shit's
Absolutely.
back, dude. Pop
Hell
punk's
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
I feel like it's almost bigger than it ever was with all these festivals all over the place. I mean, it's
I think
crazy.
so too. And I think you know what I think it is. I think it's all of us that grew up in high school having our parents drive us to these pop punk shows when we were kids. Now we're grown up, we have our own money and
Yeah.
we can spend it on more pop punk shows.
Yeah. All
And
we do is spend it on concerts and fucking
right,
action figures
like
and
I'm pretty
video
sure
You
games.
guys
every
are,
yeah.
that's sick. That's so sick.
I mean, I'm pretty sure every show I go to now is like it's all the stuff I listened to in high school because all those bands are back. They're all
Yep,
touring. They're all doing anniversaries and stuff, and like
Hmm.
I'm here for it.
dude.
Like
It's incredible.
our classic rock, our millennial dad rock, if you will.
Millennial
Yeah,
dad
hell
rock.
yeah. Exactly.
Um,
But it's also fun just to see how many smaller bands are kind of popping off now. I already mentioned the Paradox, but there's like a whole niche now of like all these bands kind of doing it, and it's fun to see like people love it. People are like so happy and stoked to see all these different bands all over the country, even the world that are like doing this genre of
Oh
music
yeah.
and doing it really well because the production nowadays is so good and you can get such good production pretty much anywhere that a lot of these songs sound fucking great. And it's just
Yeah.
I've befriended so many of these bands. Friend Circle, I don't know if you know who they are.
Oh yeah. Love
I
Friend
love
Circle.
those dudes. Those are
Hmm.
great guys. Sucker Punch, who I did a song called
Mhm.
99
Yep.
with. All I
That's
mean, it's
that's
just
how
so
I
yeah,
like first found you.
yeah.
Was
We
that
did that
song.
song 99. And that song blew up on TikTok for me, weirdly, in the last few months. It got like hundreds of thousands of views and like kind of took off for me a little bit. And that was the song I pitched to Warped Tour when I was, really trying to get on or whatever. And I kept sending it to their team, and they finally, they said they loved the song. And honestly, that song to me feels like a Warped Tour song because it has that
Hmm.
nostalgic feel. It just
It
has that
does.
vibe.
Yeah.
Not
Oh
every
yeah.
song you're gonna put out there is gonna hit like that, but I feel like that's one of the ones I have out by far that just like resonates with a lot of people the most. So, um, but this whole new wave of stuff I'm putting on and working on is I think is my best stuff, and I'm really really excited to put it out. And the content along with it's amazing, and just keep playing as many shows as I can. They just keep promoting it too. So it's like a constant cycle nowadays. It's like nowadays you can't be an artist if you're not putting out really cool content. It's the weirdest thing. And it's like 20 years ago, no one gave a shit about content. The only thing that there was music videos, and those are
Right.
$1 million budget music videos. Not many people could afford to do those, but now it's like you can put sick videos out with your iPhone or a cheap camera and just color grade it and put some cool text over it and bam. And I feel like you do that consistently for me, I almost want to be as impactful with my content as my music. I feel like I'm such a visual artist. My whole brand, my whole image is visual. So it's like I have to match it. And I love the creative aspect of like putting cool videos together, you know. I think it's like super fun.
Hell yeah.
So
I agree. I love
yeah.
content.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah,
That's what we
it's
do.
literally what you guys do.
Right.
Literally it.
So,
I know.
um, you know, I guess the next question that I wanted to ask is, we talked about Warp Tour and whatnot. What's next? Like any tours this year, next year? Where
Dude,
where
so
where can
yeah,
fans catch you crowd surfing next?
yeah, there's a lot of in the air opportunities that like I don't know if I'm supposed to like really talk about because they're still
Sure.
really up in the air and they might
Right.
happen, they might not. I don't want to like throw bands and
Sure.
names under the
Yep.
thing if it's like whatever. But there's some really cool touring opportunities for next year that we're potentially talking about making happen. But right now it's like I'm just in a production mode up until Warp Tour about starting first week of October. It's rehearsing every single day leading up to Warp Tour, make sure
Right.
we're well rehearsed, we get everything ready. But right now it's like we're working on a ton of new songs. We're putting out two or three more before Warp Tour, before the end of the year, pretty much. We're gonna try and play a few more local shows, maybe three or four local shows. We were supposed to do a show with the band Super sometimes, if you know them.
Yep.
They're
Yep. They
like
used to
signed.
be
They just signed Pure
they were
Noise. They used to be New Aesthetic.
yeah. New set. We've had
Yeah,
them on the show.
Oh,
yeah. I love Dylan. He's a really good friend of mine now.
Yeah.
He actually
Good
came to
good
my Warped
guys.
Tour set and watched it. Yeah, super super fun. Awesome dudes. Potentially putting a show together with them in October and potentially doing a show at this hardcore DIY venue called The Shed in LA, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So just a few more local shows, but right now it's like we're trying to put out two or three more really sick singles, promote those, market those, play a few shows in between, and then take off to Orlando, play that set, and then revamp starting in January, put out more singles, and then just playing out the touring and festival run. Kind of
Hell
game
yeah.
plan that.
So
just never
speak
stops, huh?
so
Yeah,
so
yeah,
So speaking of revamping and things like that, so this is one of my little deep dive, one of my first little deep dive questions. So I saw in an interview from 2023, I saw like you were the first artist to record a debut album at Spotify
yeah,
headquarters.
yeah.
Uh, so there are a few songs released from that album, Downhill and Runaway. Uh,
Took those down.
they're no longer available on the internet. What
Nope.
happened to the album? What happened? Where is
I
it?
can tell you. So yeah, so a lot of those we recorded like 10 or 12 songs out of that, and it was like a good body of work. And at that time, for me, being new to the pop punk scene and like being honestly new to like being an artist as a whole, I've only been doing this a little over three and a half, like 3-ish years, like
Yeah.
truthfully 3 years. Um, I just like wasn't happy with the production of those songs. Like they were good for what they were for me getting my foot in the door and kind of like,
I
okay,
mean,
this is what I
they
want to
sound
do.
they sound pretty good from the ones I was
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
sneakily find.
yeah. Those have been vaulted up now. I think we're gonna re-record and retrack all of them with live drums and everything, and like redo everything. I'm a much better singer now than I was then. I've
I
substantially
I
become
can
so
hear
much
that.
better.
That's true.
Yeah.
I hear that for sure.
Yeah, and even on the new stuff we have out now, it's like my vocals have just gotten to a point where they just sound so much better. I can hit ranges I never was able to hit 2 or 3 years ago. I'm pretty versatile with what I can do with my voice. And I'm just like I don't know. I want the things that I know it's like you see the progression. Well, it's cool. Just
Yeah.
leave it out. Like listen
Yeah.
to Dude Ranch. It doesn't sound like Enema of the States and more DIY, like whatever.
Yep.
But it's like for me, it's like, okay, I've only been doing this 3 years. It's not that significant of a time period to where like I need to have those songs stay out. But I'd rather re-record them, revamp them, and put them out to where I'm really stoked with them. And I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
they didn't reach their full potential. So my team and I decided let's just take them down. We'll have all the better production stuff left out, and then we can always come back to that one and re-put it out when you feel ready to. But right now, it's just like I have so much new material and so much new stuff that I'm so fucking stoked about. Lyrically, the way it sounds, the vocals, the instrumentals, the chord progressions, the melodies, everything about him is just like I'm so stoked about. That I'm just like focused on that right now. But obviously,
Yeah.
we'll get back to a point where I can put out maybe an album of like the early days of Travis's
Yeah.
project and
So
like
you
and
could
just do
always
something fun like that.
you could always even just re-release it the way it was and just be
100%.
like from the vault, you know?
Yeah, from
Right.
the vault demo tapes or something, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
even though they weren't even mastered, they were just like mixed a little bit. And like
I
they were
mean
just such the early.
it definitely sounds good. Like from
Yeah, I mean that's funny.
what
My
I've
my
heard.
mom says the same thing. She's like, why did you take Downhill down? I love that song. I was like, fuck. Okay, well, I think at some point I'm gonna have to re-put it out. But
Yeah.
even like put out body of work, like yeah, like from the vault. I think that's actually a really cool idea, which I would totally not be opposed to doing.
Well, there you go.
So thanks for helping me with an idea. I'm actually gonna write that down because I actually think that's fucking sick. Um,
well, and these
I
days
don't need a
too,
lot of credit. I don't need a lot, just a
yeah,
little
it's
credit.
like guys, the unsigned pop punk guys came up with a great idea. We need to put some credits in on Spotify and Apple Music when I drop it.
Or, we could just do something small, right? Just like really small. We could just be like Unsigned Pop Punk presents Travis Reicher's The Vault. Yeah, not
Yeah,
anything big,
yeah,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
yeah,
No, just kidding.
exactly.
You
That's
can just
We'd be
put
like,
yeah.
put
oh,
our
these are
faces on the
cool.
cover.
Everyone's gonna
Well,
be like, dude, why did you take these down? I'm like, oh man, of
just
course everybody says that.
and like once again, nothing big, but like Brett was saying, like we'll just have all three of our faces on the cover. Not a
Right,
big
we're
deal.
not
Nothing.
even on the
Not
record, but just the three of us on the cover, no big deal.
there.
Just
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
exactly.
yeah,
The
fuck
cover
that.
art's cartoon figures of you guys. That's it.
Yeah.
No context,
Like,
nothing.
It has
Like,
you'll be
nothing
like,
to
who
do
the
with
hell are
you.
these guys?
Yeah. Nothing has nothing to do with you anywhere in it other than it just says like presenting you, and then it's your music, of course.
Right.
But
and then
everything
like,
everything else is us. Just
Yeah.
nothing big, just a little bit.
exactly. That'd be like the best thing.
It would be really funny, but like
That'd be
that's
funny as
also
hell.
insane.
Oh,
It's an
totally, totally,
insane idea and dumb.
totally. Um, but yeah,
Sorry,
man. I
Brett.
mean,
All good.
I think I interrupted
aside
you.
from that, yeah. So, like I said, 2 to 3 more singles for the rest of the year, and then an album next year is for sure gonna happen. But there's
Sick.
just like a lot of sick stuff, and then
Hell yeah.
hopefully I can when I get closer to knowing about the touring situation, I'll let you guys know. But that's
Hell
kind of
yeah.
the rollout
Excellent.
game plan.
Sounds
I'm
fun.
just yeah, I'll show you guys briefly the cover art for the new song. I feel like you
Oh
guys will
boy.
dig it.
Oh boy.
It's
Is
very
it,
fitting.
is this the
If you
Halloween one or the
No,
other?
this is the Waster song that's coming
Oh,
out in
okay,
like
the
3
Waster
weeks.
one. Okay. Oh yeah. I like
Nice.
it. Dude,
Yeah,
that's a good
it
one.
fits the
Yep.
vibe.
It passes the vibe check.
Yeah, it's very, very like cartoon punk SoCal like pop punk vibes. But shout out to my graphic designers and people that do all my artwork. They're so talented and like I'm the power of social media to be able to reach out to artists and graphic
Hmm.
designers and content people is just unbelievable because the people I get to work with are just so fucking cool and it's like crazy in 24 hours I can create cover art animations all that stuff. I'm very much into the animation cartoon like visual and I tie in a lot of my songs with that. If you couldn't tell, my social media is covered with cartoon animations.
That's a good
So
way
I,
to.
I,
It's
did-
a
I,
good
did- I
way
did
to
pick
go.
some of that up. Yeah.
and I feel like that I don't know, it ties in with kind of my vibe, but it's like also to all the younger artists out there that like are trying to figure it out, like figuring out your brand and figuring out your image goes so long because once you figure it out, it's like, okay, cool. It's kind of like you know what you're gonna do, you know how you're gonna put out stuff, you know, kind of the flow, how you release music, the content, the visual. And I feel like a lot of people are lost with they don't necessarily tie in the visuals with their music. And I feel like I said, how big social media is nowadays, I feel like it's super important to be a visual artist and to be able to put out cool content.
Yeah.
I feel like you're selling yourself short if you don't do that. And I help a lot of artists in the LA area that are trying to figure it out as well. Like they do, well, how do you, I don't get it. How do you put out content and music and all this and that? It is expensive at the end of the day. You have to budget and you have to invest in yourself. But
Right.
to me, man, it's like I can't put out music if I don't have cool visuals with it. It's just like I want it to make sense almost, you know. And that's
Right.
how that's where my mind works all the time. It's like literally I'm sleeping at night. I'm thinking of okay, what's my music video going to be like? Okay, how am I going to shoot the content? What's my visuals going to be like? It's nonstop, and I'm like coming up with ideas left and right. Like I have to come up with a teaser video for Sammy and I to do the announcement video on Thursday. He doesn't know if he's able to make the it's time difference. He's in the UK. He might
Yeah.
be
It's
he said
about
he might
six.
be busy. So I'm like, fuck, now I had to come up with like three or four different ideas. The whole premise of the teaser is like me FaceTiming Sammy, yo, dude, let's do a song. We're at a bench at a park. I'm like just sitting there on the bench with my skateboard at my feet. And I come up with an idea to call Sammy. And it's this whole scripted thing. But it's like just cool shit like that to me is like really cool to push out. And it's cool that nowadays you're able to do that with social media. That's like one of the positive takeaways versus there are a lot of negatives, but the positive is like the creativity is endless. You can do whatever you want, you know?
Hmm.
Right.
So
I was gonna say, I
yeah.
mean, you actually pretty much just answered what my next question was, because one of the things that I
I'm always
noticed
thinking
is,
ahead, Brett.
yeah,
Come on.
exactly, man. Like
Always,
I just,
always thinking ahead.
but no, I mean, well, because yeah, one of the things I noticed just from talking to you as well too now is like, I mean, you seem very well versed in
Yeah.
social media as you know, especially as it pertains to, you know, how music is promoted and all that. And I like what you said too about the you know, I don't think a lot of people think of that as the visual
Yeah.
component of like yeah, like having awesome music is great, but sometimes you need that visual component so that people have like the reference point. Like, is there anything like, are there any rules you try to follow like when it comes to like really like, you know, promoting your stuff on social media, or like, you know, because again, I think this is something that a lot of artists probably do struggle with, you
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
that like, how do I promote my music? How do I
Yep.
get my name out there? How do I compete? You know, it's, you know, unfortunately it is about like, how do I, you know, get, you know, how do I get eyes on what I'm doing? Right. Uh,
100%.
Content is king.
yeah.
It is. And
Yeah.
it's like in 2 fucking seconds, you can go from 50 views on a TikTok video to like, holy shit, I've had 100,000 views. And that's kind of what happened with the 99 song that I did. I think it's a great song. Like, did it get the numbers I really wanted? Not really, but I'm also not that number driven. It's like at the end of the day, that's not the end all be all to who you are as an artist. It's like just keep putting out sick shit. Eventually, if you're consistent enough and you put in the work, something is going to happen, but you just got to stay positive and have the right mindset. But I put out a video, as like a skateboard performance video at the skate park. My band and I were doing a performance video to 99. And like the next day I woke up, I had 70,000 views, then I had 80,000 and 200,000. I'm like, holy shit. And I gained like 20,000 monthly listeners on Spotify in 2 days. And I was like, holy fuck, like this is what can happen
Hmm.
when you really just stay consistent and don't like hone and stay negative of like, oh, it didn't go viral the first time. This song sucks. Like the whole viral thing is just such a needle in the haystack. If you're like the Paradox and you happen to get 100 million views on a video, fucking great. Like more
Mhm.
power to you. It doesn't necessarily happen with everything. And there's a lot
But
of
it,
songs I have out that, like I said, like I think are great songs, and sometimes they don't gravitate the people as much on social media. And like, who cares? Like, just keep putting cool shit out. You know, I don't really care that much. I'm like, as long as I like it, I love the visual. I think people are gonna fuck with it. I'm just gonna keep putting stuff out, and I'm just gonna keep rolling, rolling, rolling. And if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, just keep going. Like, you can't get caught up in like, oh my
Right.
god, it didn't go viral. I'm not gonna make it. Like, dude,
Right.
the viral thing, that's the one negative thing about social media is like you just because there's so many like Friend Circle, for example, or all these other bands that don't have 100 million followers. Their music is fucking great.
mhm.
Like I listen to it, I'm like, damn, like that's fucking cool. And like respect to them. They're still grinding. Their music
Yeah.
sounds great. At the end of the day, like if the music sounds good and people like it, like you're doing the right thing. You don't have to worry about getting a million views. And if you do, that's like I said, that's amazing. Obviously we're all hoping that we do, but dude, just keep putting out good music, and that's all I'm trying to do, you know?
Well, and
Right.
there's a lot of different, I mean, there's a lot of different paths you can take to
Yeah.
success, you know, like just because you're pulling massive numbers
Mm-hmm.
on social media or on TikTok doesn't mean you're going to pull numbers at a concert, you know? Like
Right. 100%.
some people make the grind by touring, some people make the and some, you know, some artists do get do translate like those TikTok followers into like concert goers. It's all a gamble, no
It is a
matter
gamble.
which way you go. Um, the shittiest part about it is the only way to know for sure and to be as successful is to do all of it.
Yep.
And that is
Yep.
like that's one of the hardest parts about being an artist today is doing all of it. You know, it's
100%.
being on all social media, being active on all social media, touring, writing music. You know, you have to literally be every aspect of um the entire band spectrum, you know,
Yeah.
to like manager, artist, you know, like video director, you know, like you have to be literally everything all in
Yeah, I
one.
know. It's crazy. It's actually insane because, dude, at the end of the day, it's like, like you said, man, if you're not all those things, it's not to say like I mean, you are a little bit behind because there's so many people that they are a graphic designer. They are filming their own content. They're editing their own content. They're also in the studio making music. They're also going on tour. It's like nowadays it is being all of those things, and that is what being a modern day artist is, unfortunately. And then you have bands like Blink that don't necessarily they have a whole team for that. They don't need to be that, but anyone that's trying to
Right.
get their foot in the door and trying to expose their music and blow up and become a success, like you have to almost be crazy and psycho about it. Like I literally don't, I mean, every single day I'm trying to do something different. What can I do? How can I push my graphics? How can I push my visuals? How can I
Yeah.
make a better song? What can I do? It's like never ending. I mean, I'm grateful enough to be in Los Angeles to where like all these things are very possible and doable. And I have an amazing videography team. Shout out Alex Bemis and all the people that work with me. I mean, they become good friends of mine, and I get good discounts for them because it is so fucking expensive now to do all of these things and have a job and
Yeah.
pay bills. And it's like holy fuck, like
Yeah.
it's got to be the right timing. And like a lot of people unfortunately in the US, like if you're in the middle of Nebraska and you're trying to do pop punk, it's fucking hard. Like you don't
Hmm.
there's not many people in Nebraska that are going to film sick videos for you everywhere. In LA, I'm lucky, there's a photographer on every fucking street. Like I can
Right.
hit up whoever and hey, I need to shoot a video next week, can you come help me do that? Okay, cool, great, bam, let's do it, knock it out. It's a sick ass visual and I can do that week out, week in and week out. For me, it's like all of it's disposed. It's like at my like it's everywhere. It's all
Yeah.
surrounds music surrounds everyone in LA. There's so many different people here all the time, but it's like that's why it's so challenging for a lot of people. It's like, damn, like I had a friend of mine who lived in Texas who was trying to do music and he couldn't find a photographer to save his life. He couldn't figure it out, and it's like he had great music, but he couldn't really get it out. He couldn't do it the right way. And a lot of people are at the point where they have to just figure it out and try and do it themselves and become
Hmm.
a photographer. It's like you didn't sign up to become a photographer, but you are one now. So that's just the way
Yeah.
it is.
It's part of the gig
You
is
know?
just figuring it out.
Yep.
Like when
Yep.
before the days of like the social media as it is today, like you know, when I was booking like booking tours and shit for my band, like I had Facebook. That's about it. You know, like that's all
Yep.
you had. So like I don't know how to book a tour, but I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, like how do I find bands over in fucking New York City
I
with
know. I know.
Facebook? I
Literally.
don't
Yep.
know, but
Yep.
I
Yep.
did. You know,
Yep.
it's you want it, you figure it out. That's how
Yep.
you do it. Um, but now I've got some wild. I'm gonna hit you with another deep dive. Okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Hit me up. Hit me up.
Travis. We're gonna have some fun here. Okay.
Let's fucking do it. That's what I'm here
All
for.
right. Perfect. Okay. So in 2019, you were the PGA Southern California Junior Tour Player of the Year.
Oh God, dude.
What made you give up the golf dominance for pop punk
I don't
dominance?
know where you pulled that from, but I played competitive golf and soccer all through high school. Weirdly enough, I was like a sports dude. I grew up surfing and skating because I lived by the beach, but like active sports. I was on like junior amateur tours growing up. I played varsity golf all 4 years, varsity soccer. My dad was very much into those things, so he pushed sports on me and my brother growing up. But I still play golf actually. I play. My
Nice.
manager's a big time advocate for golf. He's a member of a country club, so weirdly enough, he actually just played golf at his club with Derek from State Champs. He invited him
Oh,
out and
fun.
played with Derek. So we're actually working on potentially doing a whole writing session with Derek, and Derek's going to help write a bunch of stuff with me.
That's fun.
He lives like 20 minutes away, so it's fucking super convenient. I've actually met him at Warped Tour. He was like the dopest dude. Loved Eric. Also, I love State Champs. They're a huge inspiration for me too. But yeah, I played golf all through high school and competitively until COVID hit, and I said, "Fuck it." Like, I don't really want to be doing this. Like, I was figuring myself out when I was 19 and 20. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I stumbled upon like, you know what? I'm gonna try this punk rock thing. Like, this is the music I grew up listening to: the Ramones, the Sex Pistols, Minor Threat, Black Flag, like all the '80s DIY hardcore shit. That's what my dad grew up. My dad grew up skating and that whole thing, and I gravitated more towards the poppy '90s, early 2000s shit, and that's kind of
Yeah.
what like for me took it off. And like I was like, you know what? When actually weird story, funny to divert a little bit, but when I was like 7 years old, I would do Ramones cover songs for my uncle's band, and I would open up for my uncle's band when I was like 4'5", little blonde kid, like just singing like a few songs before my uncle's band went on. So I always like wanted to sing, but I didn't know like how the hell I was gonna get there. And then fast forward to like 2022 is when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this shit a shot and try it. And this is all I do every single day, nonstop. And like I live and breathe pop punk and doing this, and I never want to stop. So
Hell yeah.
it's
That's
fucking
awesome.
yeah, yeah,
It
it's
is
pretty
also
good.
awesome that you played some golf there.
I'm a little
Player of the year.
athletic, just a little bit. Well, you funny enough,
You're
if you
obviously
see,
pretty okay, pretty athletic. Player of the
yeah,
year.
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, golf. I still play every now and then if it's like
I
just for like whatever. But yeah, golf's a good little sport. It's a good hobby. I don't know.
I've never played
It's
golf, and but I always wanted to. Like it's always one of those things. Any chance I've ever had, I've been pulled away from it, like before I even got anywhere.
Patrick. We got to get you out now. So
All
now we
right,
know what we're doing.
all right, there we go.
Fly out to LA. We'll get some golf going, and same with Brett. Both you
Yeah.
guys got to get out here and play some golf.
I'm
We'll just fly on
ready to
out to
rail some divots.
Well, yeah,
I am
exactly. Right.
horrible at golf. I think I've golfed once in my life, and it was
It's
oh
tough.
boy. There's a reason I'm a musician and not a golfer.
Yeah, it's a tough fucking. It's really. Were you guys in bands growing up at all, or?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yep,
fuck yeah, dude. That's
yep.
sick.
Still,
Okay,
still
cool.
am. Yeah,
No way.
yep.
Dude, hell yeah. Is it pop punk or what's the genre?
I play in a pop punk and emo cover band now.
Oh,
I'm a
sick.
dad, so I've entered the cover band phase of my life. I'm
For
not like
sure, for sure.
I can't really tour anymore. I still do my own like music on the side, like my own pop punk stuff, like just by myself. But then I play with like a pop punk and emo cover band. And
Yeah.
yeah, just out here doing pop punk dad things, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Hopefully when I get to the point when I'm a dad, I mean, obviously, like, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, but it's cool. I mean, honestly, weird to divert to the Sum 41 thing, but it sucks that they're not a band anymore. I'm like,
I
fuck,
know.
I never
They'll be
got to see
back.
them.
They'll be
I
back.
They'll be,
there's no
yeah,
way. There's no way.
yeah, they'll be back. Give it like
A few
5, 10,
years.
maybe, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe 5 years. They'll
They'll
come
yeah. I
back
the,
to
think they
something.
just need like
there's
a break, detox a little
Yeah,
bit, do
I
their own
think
thing,
that
and then they're gonna be like,
yeah.
they're gonna miss it. Trust me, there's no way.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, and
I already miss them. Like, man, like
I
they're
know.
so
top tier.
I read Derek's book, and it's like it just pretty much seems like his excuse for wanting to end the band was to like go out on top, to
Yep.
like
Mhm.
not like go out while they're still like doing good and stuff like that, and because he
Yep.
just he needed to be done
Yeah.
for a while. Like he had a fucking crazy life. So
Yeah.
but they'll be back. Everybody comes
Yeah.
back, and he probably just needed some time.
Yeah.
I always hate though. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is like announcing a breakup.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
why?
for sure.
But why? Like
Right.
just stop doing it, because if you come like fucking Kiss, fuck you. Like you come back every 5 to 10 fucking years. Like why?
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
stop doing retirement shit and just
Mhm.
don't do it.
Right.
Like don't tour
That's my
then.
take on Motley Crue, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Don't
Yeah,
do it. Don't
Slayer too. Didn't Slayer kind of do the same thing? Like
dude,
they
fucking everybody does.
they had their farewell tour, and then not even the next
Yeah.
year. I think they played Riot Fest,
Yeah.
right?
Like
Yeah.
Which I mean,
stop,
hey, everyone loves Slayer, but come
yeah.
on, like
Just
Yeah.
stop
let's be transparent here.
stop retiring.
Yeah.
Stop fucking tricking people. Just like I know half the time it's a gimmick to boost ticket sales and shit. But it's just like, just stop.
Mhm.
Stop retiring. Just go on tour, or if you don't want to do it,
Or
just
don't.
stop.
Just don't do it.
Don't put out a record. Don't tour, and then when you decide to come back, like you always do, then come back. It's
Right.
Yep.
fine.
That's why it's a what they call it, a hiatus.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're
Yeah.
going on hiatus. We might be back. We might not be back. Who knows? But you wait and see.
Yeah. You also
Yeah,
don't have to
exactly.
announce a fucking thing.
Right.
You don't have
Yep.
to do shit. Because if you don't announce it, everybody just like kind of forgets. We're like, oh shit, it's been like 4 years since Green Day's put out an album.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
life goes on, man.
Right.
Totally. Totally.
I will say though, that last Sum 41 record
It's great.
absolutely slays. It is
Dude,
fantastic.
incredible. Dude,
Like,
dopamine and landmines are such a fucking dude. Absolutely.
yep.
We just did it for the dopamine. It's such a good
It's
song.
like
Yeah.
hard pressed.
I love
like,
landmines. Like
Yeah.
landmines.
Landmines is, dude, that's like,
Yeah.
that felt like an old Sum
It
41
did.
song. Just
It felt like
Mhm.
pre-Chuck era. Like it felt like
totally,
like
totally.
very OG. And like that's my
Yeah.
favorite era of Sum 41. Is like does this look infected and Chuck.
Mhm.
But
Oh, for sure.
it was like such a great record to go out on too,
Yeah.
like
100%.
It
primo.
was. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
Hell yeah. No, I agree.
So we're not quite done with the the deep dives yet though.
Keep going.
So you're also known as being Baby William in 8 episodes of the X-Files.
Yes, I am.
I knew I recognized you from somewhere because I used to watch that show with my dad growing up.
You're
Yeah,
telling me I
'cause he
still
looks-
look like that?
He looks exactly the same, Brett.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I did.
you were also the biker kid in the Fall Out Boy music video for
Yes, I
the Mighty
was.
Fall.
Yes, I was.
I mean, and quite a list of accolades there.
Dude, it's so funny.
If
I have like
there-
an IMDb profile and shit. It's so dumb.
Right. I guess my question is, if there was another career path you could take outside of like the entertainment industry, music or acting,
Such a good question.
what would it be?
Dude, that is such a good question. I think I've always gravitated to things that are more creative. Like I just have like I'm always thinking of like cool things to bring to life visually. It'd probably be like a film director or something like that.
Yeah.
And I know that's still entertainment, but I can't see myself doing anything
Right.
outside of entertainment. Maybe like in my younger self life, I would love to have been a pro surfer, but like or a pro skater. Definitely maybe a pro skater. I watch Thrasher and Vans and skate videos literally all the time, pretty much every day. I'm watching like new segments of my favorite pro skaters and stuff like that. So I'm always watching pro skating and pro skating events. So that would be something I could see myself maybe doing, but I'm not good enough as a skater. Maybe when I was younger, I kind of had like the path of like maybe trying to pursue skating because I was skating every day. But now I'm just like, I'm afraid to try doing anything because I'm like, well, if I break my leg or do something really bad,
Right.
I won't be able to go on tour. I'll be fucked and I'll be in the hospital. And I can't even take that risk or gamble. So
Right.
that's like the one thing. But I'd say something with film and like photography or like a pro sport maybe. But
Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
that'd probably be it. As random as that is, but
I mean, it's not super
shout out
random.
to Warped Tour for the Warped Tour water though.
Oh, yeah.
I drink these like crazy.
Dude, my favorite is when the Warped Tour water was was Monster. It was in a
Yep.
Monster can,
Mhm.
except it just said it was Monster Tour water. So
Yep.
back in the day, that's how it looked. But it looked like a Monster can because it was prime time promotion. If you're seeing your favorite band on stage, chugging fucking Monster on stage,
Yep.
you went and bought it. But
Why do you
yeah,
think I started drinking Monster when I
Yeah.
was a teenager? Like,
exactly. But
that was an unhealthy addiction.
the only difference with the can is that just at the top it said tour water.
Right.
Yeah, it does. That's what this says.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I literally thought for a second when I first saw these because I'm like a newbie to all this shit. Like, dude, I'm not drinking Monster. I don't drink energy drinks, but I was like, what the fuck? It looks like a Monster, but it's water. Like, what's going on? And then
Right.
I was like, okay, this is just kind of like a Monster tour version of Liquid Death type of thing.
Yeah.
So,
But
it's
I
like the
mean,
same thing.
technically, Monster was kind of like the originator because, like I said, they
yeah,
just had
that was way before Liquid Death was
Yeah.
even a
yeah,
thing.
because it was just but it was awesome. It was just the black can with the
Yep.
it looked like the original Monster
Yep, yep,
cans.
Yep.
100%.
All right, so we got one quick question. Well, I don't know who quit. We got one more question before we go to a quick break. That's where I
Go
wanted the
for it.
quick. All right, if you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting out your musical journey, what would that
Hmm.
be?
I touched on it maybe 50,000 times during this
Probably.
interview, but it would
Totally.
definitely be take the visuals and the content fucking seriously. And the reason I say that and the reason I like sound like a broken record for that is because it can change your life in the matter of a day or two. Not to say that that's the, like I said, the end all be all to who you are as an artist, but just making music is not the only thing that you need to do nowadays. I feel like you have to find your brand, you have to find what you resonate with the most, and you have to put all of it together as a package. You have to figure out
Yep.
what your brand is, how can you tie your brand to your music, and what type of content you're going to be filming to push your music out there in the world of social media now. So, I think that's my message to everybody is just and be as consistent as you can. Post as much as you think. Don't care about the numbers. Don't care what people say. If they hate it, they love it. Just keep doing what you do and what you believe in and just stay true to what you believe. And like at the end of the day, if you're consistent enough and you work hard and you want it bad enough, shit's gonna happen. And like I resonate with that because I'm starting to see things happen. Never in a million years, if you asked me 2 years ago, am I gonna play Warp Tour? And by the way, I don't know if I was supposed to say on contract, I'm playing all the Warp Tours next year too. So
Nice.
um,
Oh yeah.
Exciting.
that's the thing. Like you never know what's gonna happen. So just keep pushing it and just be
Right.
consistent. So that's my thing.
Hell yeah.
I'm here for
Also,
it. I love that.
to touch on that just a little bit, that I just want to
Yeah.
say is like because content is king and like you have to post. People will
Yes.
tell you post at bare minimum once a day, if not,
Yep.
4 to 10 times a day. Uh,
Yep.
all the content and, being
Yeah.
content is king and stuff. I think it's also important to know that like it's okay to take a break. If you need
Totally.
to take a
Totally.
break, like if don't post
Yeah.
something one day or take a week off, you're
Yeah.
gonna be okay. You're
100%.
gonna be okay. Like your stuff's not gonna get destroyed. It's not going to set you back
Yeah.
forever. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people think that it's the end of the world if you stop doing it, and it's not. You gotta
Totally.
take some you time as well.
And that's the thing I'm learning as well is like I'm so go, go, go 24/7 nonstop. But sometimes you have to like I went on a family trip for the summer. I was like, okay, it's good to like detox and come back from it and just like, okay, take a break, take a breather, and then revisit and keep going hard. But like you can get burnout very easily if you're just 24/7 nonstop, go, go, go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I couldn't agree more with that 100%.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
All right. Well, with that bit of advice, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right
yep.
back with our next segment. How's it going, everybody? It's Patrick with Unsigned Pop Punk, and we partnered with GFUEL. And let me tell you, there's no more pop punk drink on the market right now. I don't care what you used to drink at. GFUEL keeps you energized, focused, and hydrated. I just picked up my favorite flavor, Blue Ice. If you go to gfuel.com right now and use code UnsignedPopPunk, you're going to save 20% off your entire order. This tub I have is only $35.99. Now that may seem like a lot, but it's got 40 frickin' servings, which if you think about it in can form, is like 89 cents a can. And they're always dropping new flavors and collabs with some of your favorite animes, video games, and movies. Head over to gfuel.com and check it out for yourself. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. And once again, don't forget to use our code UnsignedPopPunk at checkout to save 20% off your whole order. And we're back. Thanks so much for sticking around. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, the Food for Thought segment. We're going to talk about food now. It's
Let's
time to
do
get
it.
hungry. But
Hell yeah.
before we do that, you may see things look a little different. Different locations,
They do.
different lighting,
Yep.
less people. Brett's not here now, but that's because we had to cut the first round short,
We
and
did.
that's okay. Sometimes it happens, but we're
We're back.
back. We're
We're back. In
back, and
Go.
it's gonna be good. This is a good back. I like your
Yeah, we're
background.
actually in my room now, so it's pretty
Yeah.
much all just punk rock posters. I actually just saw a bunch of my content for my new song. We just shot a whole band scene in here pretty much. I like put the Travis banner across the wall, put skateboards on the bed, made it look all like extra like grungy and dirty, and we shot like a really cool visual. So
I like it. Well, I hope for those that are checking out the podcast, you are watching it to see those visuals. If not, just trust it. It looks cool. It's
hell yeah,
cool. All right. Let's see here. What we got for some food questions? All
go.
right. If you could eat one meal or like one food, it doesn't have to, who wants to eat a meal but before every show?
Yeah.
Most people don't. But if you could eat one thing before every show for the rest of your career, what would it be?
Yeah, that's a great question. I kind of knew we were gonna get to that question with the food stuff. Yeah, I don't typically like to eat big meals at all before I perform. I like to feel a little
Totally.
empty. I don't know if I eat, I just feel like and like it kind of fucks with my vocals. But fish tacos are my favorite food. That is a
Okay.
food of choice that if I could eat any meal for the rest of my life, it would be that meal. I grew up in Southern California, so like Mexican food is definitely a part of me. But typically before a show, I'm just drinking a lot of tea, a lot of honey, and
Hmm.
just like light snacks, maybe some nuts, maybe some almonds, stuff like that. Just to get a little something in my system, maybe a protein bar. A protein bar
Yeah.
would probably be about it for me. And then just tons of water and tons of hot tea and honey, and just like staying lubricated, staying really like ready to go and ready to perform. So,
Yeah, you can't eat too much. I mean, we've all been there when, the venue was going to give you pizza and
oh yeah,
you just
yeah,
munch down on way too much pizza and then you just are sluggish
that's
and
it.
just
Yeah.
just trying to do your fucking best out there.
100%. I
But
love
you
pizza though. If I saw a thing of pizza, it would be very tempting for me to not want to dive in there and fucking eat it. But you know,
same. It's happened to me too many times
oh yeah,
because it's there and I want to eat it
totally.
and I'm gonna.
Might do the same thing here. So I get it, Patrick.
Oh yeah. All right, so being from Manhattan Beach, are you well, this already answers it. This answers this question because it was going to be, are you more of a fish taco person or a classic SoCal burger and fries type?
Oh man, see, I love both, but I'm gonna have to swing over to the fish taco. I've been eating it my entire life. I literally had some last night with my family for dinner. We went to a place down the street. Shout out to my local little Mexican spot, El Tarasco. I've been going there since I was 10 years old. And people I know that have been in bands growing up used to go there back in the 90s and early 2000s. But it's like a little hole in the wall in Manhattan Beach. They have the best fish tacos, carne asada, everything. And I go there like 2 or 3 times a week. It's a serious problem. It's a problem. Look, I love a fish taco. I feel like I can never get sick of a fish taco. I probably could get sick of eating a burger all the time, but
That's
fish
fair.
tacos for some reason I could live with them every day.
Okay. If where is your like burger and fry spot? What
Ooh,
what what are you picking?
that's such a good question because there's so many different good options.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to say probably, like I said, you wouldn't know this spot, but there's literally a hole in the wall again in Manhattan Beach down the street. It's like a dive bar that makes the
perfect.
best. It's like the best for some reason. I don't know how they do it, what they're using, but it's the best burger. It's called Hercules. It's like a 50-year-old dive bar that's been there forever, and it's a bunch of like washed up old surf heads in there every day. But somehow
Nice.
they make the best burger, and it's actually affordable. So I tend to go
Okay.
there if you want a burger.
See, that's the thing is, I don't want places I know. I want those
Yeah,
dive bars. I want those hole in the walls.
I'm all about that. Even my coffee, like every day when I get coffee, I go to this mom and pop shop by the beach. It's like a hole in the wall again. I just like that vibe for me. I like to support local
Yeah,
businesses. And yes, I'll go to Starbucks if I'm running late and I have to get there and it's easy and quick. I can go through the drive-through. But like I just even with food, I like supporting small little local places. And I also just like the vibe of that better for me. I just feel like, oh, this is cool, you know?
same. I personally never go out for coffee. It's just not something it's just not something I do.
Sure.
Uh, like if I drink coffee, I drink it at home.
Yeah.
But if I do ever go out for coffee, I'll go. There's a place called the Back Alley. It's where we host
Ooh.
our punk rock flea market.
Oh,
It's a
sick.
like a little surf shop here in Duluth, which is crazy
That's actually so weird to think about, but
because there's no like surfing. You don't think of surfing in Minnesota, but
yeah.
off of Lake Superior, we get crazy. Not me. I
Yeah,
don't do outside in the
yeah,
winter.
yeah.
But
It's miserable
win
over there.
winter time is prime surfing time, I guess, or like fall, and pe they just have like
They're full head to toe, like
yeah,
hoodie, wetsuits and gloves and booties and like all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and they're like any facial hair is just ice. It's they get wild out
Like
here, man.
icicles dripping from their beard. I've seen photos of that type of stuff. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great.
Surf culture in Duluth, Minnesota is wild.
Oh, I
It
believe it. I
they're
believe it.
wildcats, man.
Oh,
Um,
totally.
but yeah, like, shout out to the back alley, shout out to Underwood Coffee. It's my homie Jake. He has his own coffee
Well, I will definitely
company.
make a trip out there at some point, and I will definitely stop by, and I'd love to catch up there and grab some coffee. That sounds right up my alley. So,
Do it. Let's come on
no
up.
pun intended, though.
Yeah.
Right up my alley.
It would be right up the back alley.
Yeah, right. So funny.
The best part about with the back alley though, it is also their parking lot is directly connected to the best Mexican food restaurant in Duluth as well. It's called
Dude,
Oasis del Norte. It's the
going on.
best.
Like sounds like the perfect little pocket of like
It
what I need.
is. It doesn't get better than that.
That's fucking sick. I love it.
Hell yeah. All right, now this we're gonna get a little wild with this question, okay?
Dude, I'm all about it. Let's
This
go.
one's a little different. Okay. You know how it's mostly like Broadway or theater type stuff, how people throw roses, right? You're throwing roses up on the stage. So if fans, instead of throwing roses at you, we're going to throw some sort of food to you, not at you, not like tomatoes, but to you in
Oh man.
appreciation.
Okay.
What food would you want them to toss to you? Can't
That's
be
the
fish
that's the crazy.
tacos. Can't be fish
No, no,
tacos.
yeah, it can't be. That'd be disgusting. Um, trying to think like I love apples, but that would hurt. That would put
Yeah,
someone in the
could.
probably just launching out apple and it would hit someone in the wrong place. But if I'm thinking, are we talking fruit? Is that what we're talking?
It could be whatever you want.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Anything. I just said no fish tacos because that's already been two
Yeah,
answers.
100%. I know. Totally. Damn, that's a great question. Whoa, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretzels. Love
Pretzels? Like
big
just
pretzels.
regular pretzels or any kind of
Any kind of pretzels, little bags of pretzels, I would probably pop it open on stage and just down a couple of them. I'm a big pretzel guy.
so, like because I when I want a pretzel, I go for like those Snyder's.
Oh, those are the best. The big, thick,
Hmm.
have you ever had those ones?
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
super big, thick, crunchy ones. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Those are
This
yeah, they're delicious. I could snack on those all day. That would probably hurt if someone threw that at me, but if I could like catch a box or something, I would totally pop
Yeah.
it up.
I mean, or like bags of candy or something.
Bags of
You'll be
candy. I like
safe.
that. Totally. I like candy corn. Halloween's right around the corner.
Oh, candy corn. That's my wife's favorite candy.
That's my mom's favorite candy, so yeah, I guess I don't know. But yeah, some stuff like that. Pretzels, candy corn, I don't know, Sour Patch. I mean, I don't eat a ton of candy, but something that would make sense would be something like that. I wouldn't
When
say
a
throw kiwi at me, even though I like kiwi. Like that would just be
That'd be cool.
throw me a kiwi in a plastic
Fuck it.
spoon. Like it.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
I I just actually picked up um Mountain Dew flavored sour gummy worms.
What?
Yeah,
How good are those?
dude. They were
I
good. So
haven't
here's
had
the
those.
thing. If you like sour gummy worms, they're phenomenal. Now, and I say that it's phenomenal because it mostly just tastes like sour gummy worms,
Okay.
with like a little dash of
Ooh,
Mountain Dew.
ooh.
Like,
That just
yeah,
sounds. I'm sure those exist. I would love to try those. I mean, I can't believe I haven't had those yet.
I got them at Target. It's just at Target.
There is a Target up the street, so maybe
There you
I'll
go.
go later today.
Go check it out.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
I
it
feel
was in the
like.
Halloween section.
Oh, I mean that makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
That's dope. I feel like how they have the Dew Tour. It's like a big
Yeah.
skate. I'm sure they give that. That'd be cool to give out those at the Dew
Oh
Tour.
yeah. I Mountain Dew the world, man. That's like
Yeah, right?
I love anytime they come out with anything Mountain Dew, like any Mountain Dew, like the new flavors and stuff, I always gotta try
I respect it. Hell yeah. That's sick.
it. All right. So we're gonna these next two questions, these are kind of our staples, and normally this is a big one for Brett. If you remember, Brett's got his Taco
I'm
Bell
already missing
sign.
Brett already. This
He's
sucks.
he's got his famous Taco Bell sign. But so with that, what's
Okay.
your Taco Bell order?
Gosh, honestly, I'd probably just go for the basic, just the regular tacos, the hard shell tacos. I'm not a big cheese guy, weirdly. I know people are gonna give me shit about that, so I don't really just have without cheese. I think the Dorito shell ones are really good too.
Dude, they're so good.
They're like addicting. Like, yeah, you can down like 7, 8 of those tacos very easily.
I loved the volcano taco one when they had that.
Oh, that one's good too. I haven't
Yeah.
had that one ever, but those ones
They
are
don't have
fire.
it anymore.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah. It's
even
just
know.
the
I haven't been
regular
in like probably six.
it's they only have
It's
the
just the regular
regular
ones.
one. Yeah, and then for their like throwback, they're coming back out with the Cool Ranch.
Oh, sick. Okay,
With
that's my favorite Dorito flavor. So
okay, that's
cool,
not
cool.
that is my least favorite Dorito flavor.
No way.
Yeah, I don't like it. I love ranch, but for some reason I cannot stand Cool Ranch Doritos.
Damn.
And my
You're a
son,
rare one.
yeah, my son obsessed,
Okay.
loves them. We always have a bag in the house, and I'm just like, nah, man.
Is it
No,
just like too strong of a flavor for you? Or?
I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like ranch flavored things.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Like,
fair.
I love ranch and I love ranch on a lot of shit, but
Yeah.
the artificial ranch flavoring I think is bad every time on
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. I don't eat them very often. I think the original Dorito flavor, just the nacho cheese
Yeah.
ones, that's comparable to me. I think I can't get sick of those. So
No, and I mean, I could be wrong, like, because Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco could be good because the flavors, like all of the flavors, might mesh really well, and I just don't know.
for
But
sure.
but like, you know,
Sure.
I probably wouldn't get it because I don't like Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah. I think get a lot of shit for that, and I'm sure you already do.
That's okay. That's all right.
Hey,
You
you'll be
know,
like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. I can't
it
like
is
please.
what it is. Not
Don't.
everybody likes everything, man. You
That's
know,
you know,
pe
I
pe
get it.
people always give like, you know, if you don't like tomatoes, what do you mean you don't like tomatoes? Don't you don't like pizza? That's pizza sauce. Well, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, completely different. Not even in the same ballpark
Yeah.
of a conversation.
Pizza
Just go
sauce,
on that.
spaghetti sauce, ketchup, it doesn't taste like just a fresh tomato. It's not this, it like you can like something that has it in it,
True. True.
you know. I don't like
Yeah.
mushrooms, but I'll fuck with tater tot hot dish.
Yeah, I'm not a mushroom guy either, so I'm glad you. I really, I just like never like. I don't know the texture of them. I don't love the
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
Not really. Just never was a big mushroom guy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Same.
that's like me with sour cream. Not. You might like it. I can't get behind it. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it sometimes. It depends on what it is,
Yeah,
what it's on. One of my best friends, he just doesn't like white sauces, period. It's white sauce of any kind. Fuck it, get it out of here. Doesn't
there's a
like
lot
it.
of people like that. I wouldn't say I fall in. Maybe I do fall into that because like Alfredo pasta is not my favorite
Oh,
thing.
love it.
It depends though, because like sometimes I really like it. Sometimes it's like too like milky tasting to me. I
Sure.
don't know. I'm not a milk fan. I
Yeah,
put
I
milk in my coffee. I don't drink regular milk.
yep, same.
Maybe I do have something wrong with me.
I don't like I'll drink milk from my cereal. You know,
That's yeah, I would do. I'll do that. That's fine
like
too.
I eat my cereal and I'll drink the milk after it, but I'm not just pouring a
Pop a
glass of
glass of
milk,
milk just because
you
you
know?
feel it. That's true.
Or like chocolate milk. Fuck yeah. Strawberry milk. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about chocolate milk. I grew up on that shit, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's delicious.
It's
I
delicious.
I'll go with that. All right, our last food for thought question now. If you were a potato, what kind of potato would you be?
Roasted potato
Roasted
with
potato.
rosemary, olive oil, and salt and pepper.
Ooh,
It's my
fancy.
favorite.
You're a fancy
I know.
potato.
I like that with like steak. Like that's like a perfect combination to me. But also really like, have you ever had like been to a carnival or a fair and had like the ones that are like twisted around like a
Yep. Oh yeah.
the what do you call those? I
I don't know.
forget. They're like skinned and they're like twisted around a wooden stick.
Yeah, it's like spiraled or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it's spiral. That's it. It's
Mhm.
those are so fucking good. It'd either be that or roasted potatoes, but those would probably be my two.
And we have,
I'm a big French fry guy. I love French fries, so that'd be up there too.
yeah, French fries are delicious. Spiraled
What about
potatoes.
you? What would you do?
Well, I've answered this many a times,
Oh,
but my number one answer has always been couch potato. I'm a couch potato.
oh my gosh, that was not at all what I thought you were going to say.
Yep.
Okay,
It was
okay.
the first time this question was uh asked was to me, and that was I'm a couch potato. That's
You're like, why? Like, I don't know. That's just what I am.
it's because I like to chill. I like to relax. Uh I like to watch movies and on my
Good.
couch. I like to play
Fuck.
video games on my couch.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
a
you gonna
couch
play the new
potato.
skate game when it comes out eventually?
The new what game? Skate?
Skate game. You never played skate?
Nah, I the only game I ever played were the Tony Hawk ones, like the only
Okay.
skate type games were the Tony Hawk ones, and I was fucking terrible at them. So like when they remade them, I was like, fuck yeah, I support this. I'm all about this. I won't play it, but fuck yeah. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I'm no good. I'm no good at it.
Honestly, terrible at video. Like, I didn't grow up really with a lot of video games. Like, I went over to friends' houses and stuff, like whatever, hanging out and played
Hmm.
stuff. My parents were not really like wanting me and my brother to have video games in the house. So
Sure.
like I grew up playing and I was always so bad at navigating and working controllers. I just was like, some people are just like when they play, they're so fucking good. Like for me, I was like, I had a great time playing, but I was always never good at video games, like terrible.
I'm
But
I
halfway.
am good at certain games. It all depends. Like I've never been a first person shooter game. I just don't like them at all.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
Um, it's just honestly the first person like viewpoint
Yeah.
makes my stomach hurt. I don't, it's just too fast. I don't
Much
like
going
it.
on. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I get it.
I don't like it. I like the third person view. Um, and but I like growing up, my number one thing was I always played role playing games like Final Fantasy and stuff like that.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. That's
Those
actually I fuck with that. Those
those
are
were my favorite, and those aren't like especially skill based. I mean, they are, but it's not the same thing. Like you have to like figure out problem solve and figure out
totally,
clues and
totally.
things like that instead of just like how fast are you with a gun and clicker,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
That's cool.
Um, but
So cool.
I do play Fortnite with my son. That's
Hell yeah. That's bonding right there.
yeah. He got me to play that, and now I fucking love it. I
Hell yeah.
love playing it. But
All right.
that's one of the things we do. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. Hell yeah.
I always try to like get other people to come and play with us as much as I can. We'll squad up.
And I think some of my bandmates play it, but if we ever do, I'll definitely shoot you a text. Yeah, let's
Hit,
hop in. It's a
hit me
pleasure.
up. We'll squad up.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
All right. That's it for our food for thought segment. Now all we got left is our rapid fire questions.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
You're going to speak from the heart. You're going to shoot from the hip. Whatever the first thing that pops into your
Dude,
head,
I'm ready.
even if it's not one of the two options that I present to you, you just speak your truth.
I'm ready, man.
All right.
Fire more.
Liquid Death or LaCroix?
Liquid Death.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music.
It's better sound quality for sure.
It's better sound quality, and hate that people are judged as an artist based off of how many numbers you have and this and that. I think that's ruining art. So,
True.
but
N-
also, if you are a successful artist and you are killing it, it's cool to look and see the amount of people that are following your music. But I also
True.
think for people that are developing and don't have the access to have millions of streams or hundreds of thousands of followers, it's like, oh, this guy must not be good. I'm not going to listen. And I think that's
Right.
stupid.
That's a tough go of it. And like, honestly, after starting Unsigned Pop Punk, like my viewpoint on that has insanely changed, because like I thought that too, like, oh, they must not be super good, when booking shows or booking tours and stuff. Based looking at like the stats and numbers and stuff. It also
Yeah.
like, it's how hard do you work? Well, I can see that in your numbers and stuff too. But um but there's so many bands that are out there that don't have massive amounts of plays that are really fucking good.
Oh my God. I've been blown away with how many sick artists and bands I've
Yeah.
discovered. Like,
It's
I
just
didn't even know you fucking existed, and I happened to find you, and I'm like, you have like 2,000 monthly listeners, but your songs are fucking great, you know?
yeah.
And that's the saturation element, and that's why it's just so difficult to
Hmm.
push your stuff out there and get out there. But once you do and people find it, it's like that's where you're off to the races, and that's where stuff starts growing. But yeah, man,
Yep.
I'd say that's my stand. I'll take Apple Music.
My number one thing I like the most about Spotify though is
Uh,
Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year.
oh, okay, yeah, everybody loves that. I
Dude,
will say I don't know why Apple Music hasn't hopped on that train to like do something of
it's because they can't. You know what I mean? It
like
would
that's the
just
Spotify
yeah,
thing. It
it
would
would
just be like,
just be a copy at this point, and it would never do what Spotify does.
true.
You know? It's just one of the things that Spotify came up with. It's fucking genius, and everyone looks forward to.
It's true. Can't hate
Uh,
on that. I don't even hate Spotify. I just I've been on Apple Music pretty much since I was a little kid.
I just wish all of them would pay artists more. It's not, it's the thing is people like look at Spotify and stuff like, oh, they're the villain. They're all fucking villains.
Yeah, they
None
are.
of them
Yeah,
pay well.
yeah.
It's just Apple Music pays better. It doesn't
Yep.
pay good. It just pays better.
Yep. Yep. Totally.
All right. Spotify. Not no wait, we just sorry. South Park or Family Guy.
Oh shit. Family Guy.
Hmm. It's tough. They're both really good.
They're both really good. That one hurt me a little bit.
I can't with good conscience pretty much pick anything over South Park right now though.
I
Right now.
know.
Like
I get it. I
this
get
new
it.
season is fucking out of this world
I haven't
phenomenal.
even watched it yet.
One of the best things.
I have to. I'm way late.
Yeah. It's one of the best things they've done in a
It's
long
really good.
long time.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna take it. Hell yeah.
You gotta. All right, we're gonna do a little throwback here. MySpace or TikTok?
I'm just gonna go TikTok because I didn't grow up in a
You didn't get
generation of
that
MySpace.
MySpace. You didn't
Also,
get that.
I hate TikTok and I love I was alive during it, but I was too young to use it. But
Right.
also, I think TikTok's allowed me to it's done a lot of good things for me, but also it's ripped away a lot of my time staring at a fucking screen. So I will never like TikTok for that reason. Also think there's a bunch of stupid shit on TikTok, but I think for modern artists and like really growing out there, I feel like TikTok can be your best friend or your worst enemy. I feel like there's like a fine line between both.
The funny thing is like growing, being around for both of them. MySpace did that same fucking thing. Like they made you famous. Like you could get famous off of MySpace. Easy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
like my producers Johnny, shout out Johnny Kosich and Pete Adams. They would always like push, oh, like MySpace back in the day. That's how we found bands. That's how we
Yep.
discovered things. Like I didn't realize like you could really have a career from being on MySpace. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the same thing to what TikTok you have content creators,
Yeah.
but you had like famous MySpace people
Sure,
and
sure.
bands got famous. Like MySpace had their own record label at one point. Like they,
MySpace Records, is that what it was called?
yeah. Uh, one of my favorite bands from that time, uh, was on it, and I'm frustrated because their name now is like just jumped away from me. But um, if you got anyone knows, drop me a line, drop me a comment. It starts with
Yeah,
an
that's funny.
S.
I'll take it. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
That's
but
dope.
they were
Sick.
the first band on it, and yeah, they're so good. Um, but yeah, I mean, I like my band during MySpace was getting like a million streams, 100,000 like streams and
Holy
stuff.
shit.
This was like during like Pure Volume and MySpace. They kind of went hand in hand because you would have your music uploaded to MySpace and to Pure Volume and stuff or mp3.com and like everything like MySpace, everything that you do for social media now. Like you got Instagram, you got Facebook and Twitter and all those things. MySpace was just that. Was
Whoa.
just one.
It was everything in one,
Yeah,
basically.
it was everything in one. It was your Spotify. It was everything. It was all in one. But it basically the only thing I can
So
come up with is they didn't
you know
fucking
what's
like
funny?
that, and
Yeah. So,
they needed to make more for everybody.
dude, so literally our plan for Warped Tour Long Beach is we were gonna. So here, this is kind of diverting, but I made a bunch of these. These are like my Spotify profile, and then on the back,
Yeah,
at this is the stage I played the Pike stage 3:30 p.m. and this was a QR code to all my music.
yeah,
I handed out maybe like six, 700 of these, maybe 1,000. I don't remember.
yep.
Uh, what we were originally gonna do is I was gonna create a MySpace account and put everything on my MySpace account and have people like QR code it and then they'd go to a MySpace thing. But apparently MySpace isn't. You can't technically create an account because it doesn't
Nope.
exist anymore. So
There's
I was like, fuck. I was like, that would have been such a funny idea. So be like, we're gonna do that, but it didn't end up working
Yeah.
out. But
No, dude, if MySpace was still around, people would be using it, I think.
I think so too. I really do. I think just for the nostalgic element of it, I feel like people would be like, fuck all the modern shit. I want to go back to my roots, and I'm gonna go on
But
MySpace.
once again, it's like I said, it's not even like it's you don't you wouldn't
You don't need to
have to
have all the other apps.
you wouldn't have to go to 50 other fucking apps. You just
Yeah,
do one.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Make
Because
life live.
when like no one liked when Facebook took over as the new MySpace.
Yeah.
It was like Facebook was only cool for like the college kids. That's what it was made for, college
True.
kids. But yeah, it's all good.
Now it's not college because it's like all older people now.
Now
And,
it's
and
well, it
TikTok
is. It's those college kids
that
who
are
are
now
now
like,
old people.
yeah, yeah. I guess you're right. That's funny as hell.
All right, keeping it throwback though.
All right.
Drive-through records or fueled by ramen.
Fuck. I'm just gonna go with Fuel by Ramen because I have some friends on that one.
Yeah,
And
and
I think that's
drive-through's gone. But
yeah, that was like that's iconic though. That's why it's like really
yeah,
huh. I think Fuel by Ramen's dope. I like what they're doing. I like all the new bands and artists on it.
hmm
So I
yeah.
like that.
This is probably a pretty easy one for you since you live in California and don't
All right.
really have to wear this at all. But beanies or snapbacks.
Snapbacks all fucking day. I have a whole closet with about 50 of them. So
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
there's probably not a day that goes by where I don't put a backwards hat on or something
yeah,
like that.
I mean, and you don't need beanies
I also just
ever.
like hate the way I look in a beanie. I feel like I have like kind of a smaller head. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. I just don't like the way I look in a beanie. Also, I never do need to ever wear a beanie unless
Yeah,
it's like I'm traveling somewhere.
yeah.
So
I mean, like the coldest it gets there is like the 50s, I think.
yeah, literally, literally does not go below 50. And the 50 is like insanely rare too. That's like middle of December, like on a fucking cold day, but it's like never
Yeah.
even that. So
Yeah, it's like it was 53 today. It's still like kind of
that's probably
summer.
like not even that cold for you guys. That's pretty warm.
I mean, it's jeans and sweatshirt weather,
Yeah.
but
It's like, you guys can all tolerate that like fairly easily.
oh yeah, 50 is not cold. It's
You guys
not.
get like you guys get in the negatives and shit, like right? In the
Oh
winter.
yeah, like like our lowest has been like -70.
Oh my God, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never been in anything remote. The coldest I've ever been is like 4 degrees, and I was like, this is like, I can't even believe it.
With the wind chill, -20 is just a common winter occurrence. Like that's not anything abnormal. That's typically January or in February.
Yeah, you guys are built different. That's all I gotta say. That's fucking insane. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
even.
gross. Don't get me
Wait,
wrong. I fucking hate it.
80 degrees right now and sunny with like four clouds in the sky and a little
Dude,
breeze.
my son, when it hits 80 degrees, fucking hates it. He
Yeah,
doesn't want to go outside. He doesn't want to do shit.
it's hot, but that's a
But
normal day.
it's not that hot, and
Not that hot. 'Cause if you
that's
go to like
normal
Palm
for you guys.
if you go to like the desert and stuff in the dead of the summer or even like fall, it's like 115 degrees. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
first of all, that's miserable. Like I'd rather be
Yeah,
freezing than that. But yeah. Anyways, I'm
it's
gonna
true.
pick a cat.
Yeah. I am a connoisseur of both. I have to be.
Yeah, you're rocking the snapback right now. I mean, it fits you. I think it fits
Right.
you right.
And I can't wear a beanie in the summer. It's too hot.
Yeah, totally.
But you'll
Like,
see, wintertime, it's all I wear.
he's rocking the beanies.
Yeah. Okay, we got two more. Darth Vader or Voldemort?
Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Yeah, no
Uh,
way.
you,
Then you have to hardly think about that one.
all right. The last one. We always pit two bands together against each other.
No,
Good Charlotte or Simple Plan?
Simple Plan.
Yeah.
I love Good Charlotte, but I think my music and my vibe and what I do is very similar to Simple Plan. I
Yeah.
take a lot of Simple Plan. I just love like Good Charlotte is fucking 10 out of 10, but I just love Simple Plan, how catchy a lot of their songs are, and
hmm
it has like a more modern feel, which I love. So
Yeah, I mean, Simple Plan has been consistent from day one.
so fucking consistent, and they just put out hit after hit after hit after hit.
hmm
Uh, yeah, so I'm gonna go with them. But my
Fuck.
favorite pop punk band of all time, I'm just gonna put that out there. It's between two. It's between Newfound Glory or Neck Deep. I'd say those are my two favorite.
So,
Different, by the way. You have Neck Deep, which is like a 2010s pop
well,
punk
yeah.
band.
Uh, I agree with Newfound Glory is my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
I think it's funny though. You go with Neck Deep is your favorite band, but you don't pick
War
Drive
Story
Through
so far.
Records.
I love the story so far. That's
But you don't pick Drive Through Records.
I know. That's a really awful. I don't know what I just saw recently, but I saw the story so far. I don't know if they started a label called Oak Grove Records. I'm not sure what that's about, but they just
Okay.
posted something about it, which is crazy because they're a pure noise band, but who knows? I don't know what's going on.
Who knows what's happening? I mean, you can start your own record label and your band be on a different one. I
That's what
mean,
I think it is. I think that's what it is.
like,
It's
and
definitely
I
they're
mean, I, it's kind of a conflict of interest, but I don't know. Not,
You would think if you started your own record label that you would be the main, but also it's like you're not established enough yet to put. I don't know. It's a kind of a weird situation because
yeah,
Pure Noise are legends. Like that's one of the best pop punk record labels of all time, in my opinion. I would say
yeah,
them records. I think Epitaph up there. You got a ton of them. You have Fat Records. You have all these cool labels. But I think starting your own's dope. Maybe they're just looking for newer bands to put on there. So
yeah. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? We'll have to keep an eye out and watch for it.
what I'm
See what they do.
saying. Always
See
keep
what
an
they
eye
do.
out. That is that it, Patrick?
But that's it, though. You did it. You finished the podcast. Now's your
I
chance.
finished it. It took
You
us 2
finished it
weeks.
now.
It
Now's
took
your
us like a week
chance.
and
Now's your
a half.
chance. Kind of just give everybody a recap. Let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you,
Hell yeah.
what is next.
Hell yeah. So I'm about to drop my latest single with a band from the UK called Waster. That's dropping September 26th. It's called Cheat Code. I think right now that's gonna be my favorite song I've ever done. I think everything about it is just screams what people want out of pop punk. Super fun, bouncy, catchy chorus, fast, aggressive, everything compiled into one. I'm headed to Orlando, Florida in November for the last like the Warped Tour for the year. So I'm super stoked for that. And then I'm putting out a little body of work before Warped Tour, which is going to be like a 3 to 4 song EP. Composing of this new song, Cheat Code, and a few other ones. And I'm dropping a song on Halloween as well called Killer on the Loose, which hasn't even
Can't
been
wait.
announced. It's only a minute and 20 seconds. It's a
I
minute
love
20
it.
seconds. Super fast chaos. It's fucking sick.
You should just put that one song on its own special 7-inch vinyl record.
Oh, I know. That actually is just an awesome idea. I would totally do that.
Just saying.
Look, Patrick's just saying he's got good
Just
ideas.
saying. I'm not
He's
saying.
He's
Just
not,
saying.
yeah, exactly. I think I can help with the Pam dilemma. One of the best scenes out of Step Brothers. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much closing out my year. We got to start rehearsals end of the month, and leading into October, leading up to Warped Tour. I'm gonna play a few shows in LA. So we're busy, just a lot of new music, a lot more production, and more songs and more shows. So just staying as busy as possible. I'd say next year is gonna be my first album. We're kind of planning everything before I drop my full body, full length album. So.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Thanks
stoked
for
for
having
it.
me on, Patrick. This has been fucking great. It's been the longest week long podcast of all time.
It's true.
But,
It's true. But we
I'm
did it. We
stoked.
made it.
I'm stoked, man. It feels good to just like talk about stuff we have planned and just have fun conversations and just get what I have going on out there. And I'm stoked to share everything else coming up. So
Hell yeah. Well, I can't wait to put this episode out and for everybody to hear it. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Unsigned Pop Punk
hell,
Podcast. And Travis, thank you again for
thank you
hanging
guys
out.
so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Patrick and Unsigned Podcast for having me out here and. I'm stoked to show you guys everything coming up. So I'm sure we'll chat soon and do another one of these in the next next time future. That didn't make sense.
Next time
Yeah.
future. Next time future, baby.
Next time
Love it.
future is gonna be my album, man. I don't even know. That was a brain fart. That sounds like a record label. Next time future records. Done.
It does. It does. That's your record label. Next
Yo,
time
that's my
future.
record label. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody.
All right.
This has been another episode of the Unsigned Pop Punk Podcast. We'll
Later,
see you
guys.
all
Appreciate
on
it.
Monday.
Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you to those who already are. Please rate and review the show to help the show be found by new people. And if you're in the position to help us grow, head on over to our website where you can find merch, our Patreon, and other ways that you can help at www.unsignedpoppunk.com. Let us know in the comments who else you'd like to see on the show and what other content you would like to see. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.